Hello everyone and welcome to Flower Friday.
Hey there.
My name's Amanda.
I'm Sherry.
And we are the mother-daughter designers at Grace Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
We do, and today we're going to be making a wreath with only things that we found from Amazon.
Yeah, so this is going to be fun.
Yes,
for those
it
of you
is.
like me who shop a lot at Amazon,
Yep.
I definitely take advantage of that Amazon Prime membership.
Yes,
Probably,
I do too.
Probably too much
A little too much, yep.
But for those of you like me who do shop a lot on Amazon, we decided to do a spring wreath today with all florals and greenery and everything from Amazon.
Yes, the only thing that we haven't gotten from Amazon, and I feel sure you probably can, is the actual grapevine wreath. So everything else is from Amazon today.
Yeah, I actually have not looked for them on Amazon, but I'm sure
you can get those. But we already had that. We already had the wreath. So, but everything else, and I'm going to go ahead and show you this. And Amanda's already opened hers, and I was going to open mine with you all. This is the way that the flowers that we are going to use came in this box, just like this. And it's one of those kits, I think, that people can use to make bouquets and things like that, because it's got a lot of different flowers in it. So get ready and let's see what all is in here. Oh, you got a nice little card that shows you what to do. It's of course saying thank you for your order, and it tells you how to fluff the flowers, which is what we've said before with the hair dryer. We have a bug flying around, so y'all ignore him. But it shows you to either use your hair dryer or a steamer for that. Okay, now I can't ignore it if it's flying on top of me.
It's a stink bug. You're going to get them all riled up,
yeah.
Too. And if y'all are from the South, you know what a stink bug is.
Oh my gosh, they're awful.
When you get them
right
riled
now,
up,
we've got
it's really bad.
Yeah, we've got them. Okay, let's show you. So we've got some roses. Look at there. And they do come with stems. Now, they don't have leaves on them, but I usually end up taking the leaves off anyway, so that's okay. So I've got roses. We've got some cabbage roses. Look at those in peach color. Those are so pretty. And then some peonies. Look at that. Oh, these are so, so pretty.
I've already got mine.
Yeah, she's got hers
out in a little bouquet here.
And they come, like I said, with the stem on them. And that's another cabbage rose. Oh, look at the little ball mums. Isn't that the cutest? I love that. It looks like we've got 3 of those. There we go. They are just, I love those. They're so cute.
And Jerry and Lori, those of you who are joining us live, welcome. We're so glad to have you here with us. If you will, just type live in the comments. If you're watching us on replay, just type replay in the comments, and y'all let us know where you're watching us from.
Yes, and then another pink rose and a peach-colored rose. And then look at these little buds. These are so, so cute.
I like those.
Aren't those
are very
little...
realistic looking.
They really
actually.
are. They really are. These are very well made. I love these. There's another little bud, and then the little hydrangeas. Now these are just, they're not full hydrangeas. It looks like they're little pieces of hydrangeas, but that is going to be fine with what we're going to make today, so that's good.
And y'all know we're going to be making a wreath today with this, but these would make, I mean, you can make a bouquet.
Yes.
And
you really could. You really could. If you want to, add a new little bouquet of flowers, in your den or in something for spring,
or
something like this, or even for a wedding. Yes. But I'm just thinking like just to, have something in your house that's springy. This would be perfect for that. Now it also comes with just some little leaves that are on stems.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of
interesting.
Kind of funny. It's one leaf on a
one
stem,
leaf and one little piece of greenery. So, of course, we will be adding other greenery because, you know me with greenery. This is definitely not enough. But for a little box, that's got just about everything and everything matches and goes well together, I love this little box. That is really, really cute.
Yes, and we'll link everything that we use today.
Yes.
We will link that in our Amazon shop in the comments, so y'all check that out.
We will.
Like we said earlier, we are using a 14-inch grapevine for this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the grapevine you can buy, anywhere.
Anywhere.
We usually get ours at Michael's, but
now
you may be able to find those, like we said, on Amazon. And if you see our little stink bug flying around, I'm sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, it's that time of year they start coming out. Yeah. Apparently he wants to be part of the show.
He likes the lights.
And he knows that, I don't like bugs. So that's always when they're going to come all around you, Okay. This also, like we said, everything that we're not using anything that didn't come from Amazon. So we got these leaves that we're going to be using to green our wreath with. I don't know the name of these, but they're kind of interesting looking, and I love the color green of those.
Yeah, I like these too. We got a few different greeneries, and we'll be showing y'all those probably on another video because we got a lot of different kinds.
Several.
This kind of just went. We're going for kind of the shabby.
Yes,
look,
like a little shabby. Yeah. Now we do have this greenery too that we're going to use, and this came from, well, like I said, came from Amazon. And this is eucalyptus that came, and I like the different colors. It's got like the dark and the light. Of course, that one just will not stay on. But anyway, we're going to use that. And then we've got some baby's breath that we also got from Amazon. Some little baby's breath stems that we're going to use. And we've got some, now these are gorgeous. I love these. These are peonies. Look at that. Aren't they gorgeous? Now, these didn't come in our box. So, I got these. That we're going to use these extra. But these, again, were from Amazon. But they are gorgeous. I just love these. I got these in pink and in white. So, they are beautiful.
Oh, Phyllis says it's 18 degrees in southwest Indiana. So, no bugs yet. Well.
Good. There's a good thing and a bad thing. Too cold, but no bugs.
Bugs, freezing cold. I don't know. I don't know which.
Amanda called me yesterday. She said, "Mama, look out the window. You're not going to believe this because yesterday was Groundhog Day, and a groundhog was outside going walking. Yeah, tell her the story.
Well, the thing is, he is our groundhog, not ours, but he lives.
He lives on
under
our property.
The shed.
Yeah, he does.
So I guess
he knew it was Groundhog Day.
He knew it was Groundhog Day. He came out.
And she said, this is so neat. Mommy, you got to look.
Because many of you may know I homeschool my kids. And so we had already had a lesson that morning on Groundhog Day. And that groundhogs hibernate, during the winter months. And we literally had just said, I guess our groundhog is still hibernating.
Yeah.
It was not, 5 minutes later, I looked out the window. I'm not. And there he is, standing up. And he's a little chunky thing. Like, he gained weight. I thought they would lose weight during hibernation.
You would think so, but he was chunky. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's just sitting up there, and he's just going all around. And we just got the biggest kick out of that.
Is the
groundhog on Groundhog Day. The groundhog came out.
Yeah, he knew. He knew. Somehow he knew.
Is it groundhog or groundhogs?
Groundhog.
Groundhog. Yeah.
Groundhog.
Well, he was out.
He was out.
I don't know. Y'all may not be amused by that, but I thought it was
we thought it was just amazing that, he knew. He knew that it was Groundhog Day. That is just too funny.
Hey, Denise, we're so glad to have you here today on this live.
We are.
All right, well, I guess we'll go ahead and get started then, since we showed you what we're working with. And like we said, everything's from Amazon. So we've not worked with any of these. So we're going to tell you as we go what we think of things and how they work out for this project.
That's right.
Because we have not used any of these supplies yet.
Nope,
this is the first. So
yes.
we'll tell you if we like them. We'll tell you if we don't. We're going to give you our honest opinion.
Yes, we are. So I'm going to start.
Can I say something really quick? Okay, I'm going to put my bow.
Oh, yeah, you need to put your bow on.
We didn't talk about that. The ribbon, I was looking through Amazon today at ribbon, and they have a ton of really pretty ribbon for good prices. This is just a 1.5 inch burlap style ribbon. Now, if you didn't want to use a burlap style or burlap, any 1.5 inch would work. And Amazon has really, really great ribbon, because I was looking today and I was surprised to find that they had really good ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my bow. This is a 16 loop bow with 5 inch loops, and we will attach a video in the comments for how you can make this bow. And I'm going to attach it, like 9 o'clock?
Yeah, about 9 o'clock. And now we will, as soon as the live's over, Amanda will be posting in the comments all the links to everything so that you'll know exactly where to get all of this stuff.
All right, so that's easy enough. I used my 26 gauge floral wire when I made the wreath, so I just attached it right to the grapevine base.
Yeah.
I have some
paper.
Yeah, some paper. Maybe I'll cover it up.
Yep. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start greening with this, and I just cut this off of this stem, so I'm going to start with this piece, and I think I'm going to put that right about here.
Did you leave 2 of the leaves on?
I did, with that little, the little vine thingy in the middle. All right. So now I'm going to cut this one off because I don't want 3. And I'm just turning the leaves around so that they're actually facing forward.
Yeah, some of them are backwards. I am noticing that. Actually, I think of every set, one is backwards.
One is backwards and one is forward.
So that is something to...
Yeah, but I kind of want to turn them if I can.
Yeah, every one of them is like that. One's backwards and one's forward.
And that's probably really more natural looking, but, you know, for what we're using it for, I want them all facing the same direction.
So we are making a crescent style. I don't know if we said that earlier.
I don't think we did, so there we go. Save that piece.
Let's see. Lori asks, how do you determine how many loops and length of loops? Is there a rule of thumb to follow regarding the size of the base?
Not really as far as the grapevine wreath, no. But it really just depends on what your design is going to be, what you're going for. You know, in Design with the Pros Club, for instance, we filmed a tutorial that's this month's wreath, and I was explaining that we really didn't want you know, the bow to take away from things. So sometimes you want a really large, you know, really prominent bow that is got a lot of loops and big and just showy, and you want that to be almost your focal point. So it depends on really if you want your bow to stand out, or if you want it to look like it just goes with everything, like it's just part of the whole thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Typically, a standard, if we're using 2.5 inch ribbon, just a standard wreath bow would be 12 loops, and that's just our go-to number.
Yeah.
This is a 1.5 inch, so for this wreath we use 16 loops. If it had been 2.5 inch, we typically would have used 12.
Yeah.
But now, like she said, sometimes it just depends on the style you're going for.
Exactly.
Maybe you don't want a big loopy bow.
No.
But, you know.
And if you want it to look more like that it just is one part, you know, real cohesive, like just all in together, then you may want not to use quite as many loops, or, you know, that kind of thing. And also, it also depends on if you're going to put anything throughout the bow, you know, any of your florals or greenery mixed in with the bow, because a lot of times then you want to leave your loops longer so that you can pull them around as you add greenery or flowers through the bow.
So hopefully that long-winded answer
yes,
that we just gave you.
Because it really is. It's hard to explain it all, but hopefully that helps.
Because yes, we could go on and on. And
yes,
on
I really could, and trying to explain, but yeah.
Because a lot of it, I mean, it's your style. Too.
It is. It is.
Style. So, you know, it depends on what you're looking for.
That's exactly right.
What you're going for.
So I just put 1 or 2 at the top, and then just put 2 at the bottom. So now I'm going to continue on with my leaves. And now,
Kelly, we're so glad that we have you on live with us today. Thank you for joining us.
Yes. And now some of these, you know, are a little wrinkled. You can take it, just like that said with the flowers, you can take your hairdryer and blow dry it, and that will flatten out those leaves and make them look like you want them to. So just so you know that.
So y'all let me know in the comments if you are like me and maybe this is probably shameful to say, but I have hundreds of dollars in my Amazon cart right now.
Oh yeah.
Let me know if you're like me and you just add stuff to your cart. Like I see something cute, I add it to the cart. I don't know if I'll ever actually purchase it. But it's in my cart.
Yeah, because that's what I do. I add things to my cart all the time and then end up eventually taking it out of my cart because I decide I don't want it. You know, but I think that keeps you from buying stuff that you don't want.
I think I'm an Amazon cart hoarder.
Or that's my excuse anyway.
I just keep adding things to cart. Just add to cart,
yeah.
add to cart. Luckily, I don't buy everything I add to cart because...
Well, see, that's what I know. Me too.
Ooh, my husband would not be happy.
He would not be happy.
Literally, the FedEx people and the UPS people, they like know us.
Oh, they do. They do. I mean, they even know, like, they will say, how's your daughter's doing? Yeah. They hadn't ordered anything lately. I hadn't seen them lately or something.
Like, they'll be like to her, like, can I just drop her packages over here with you?
Yeah. A lot of times they do that.
Like, they don't feel like going, so they just drop them on.
Yep. And I say, yeah, we'll see her after a while, so go ahead. Plus, she has a dog that they're a little afraid of, I think, sometimes.
Well,
but he's a sweet dog. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just because he's big. And I think he barks, but he's a sweetie.
So I've just gone around my C shape.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just continuing on around.
Stephanie said, you need to add things to the list. That way you don't have to worry about accidentally buying them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
And my husband complains all the time that, because at Christmas we like for everybody to put things on their wish list on Amazon so that we can see things that they want and we can buy them for Christmas. Well, he fusses because my two daughters and me, we're the hardest to get to put things on our wish list. And all of the men have their wish list constantly all year long, full. But I said, well, I put it in the cart. I don't put it on my wish list.
And that's the thing. And some of you may be able to relate, but my cart is full of things, but the things are not for me.
No, that's never. That's exactly right.
I have a hard time,
when you're trying to find something for yourself. It's the truth.
So those wish lists are hard for me.
Yes, and men, I don't know. I say men. The men in our family, let's put it that way, because I know everybody's different, and but they don't seem to have any trouble. They all the time can put stuff, but I can't do that. I can't ever think of anything. All right, I have done that, so I am going to start adding these gorgeous things. I think I'm going to start with my pretty little ball mum, because I love this. These are so cute to me.
Now, these stems are very thin.
They're thin,
so just a heads
but
up
they
on
seem
that.
to be really secure.
They seem secure, that they are.
But they are thin. All right, I'm going to bring this right here at the side, just like that. And I'm going to put one down at the bottom. Because that's the thing with crescent wreaths. A lot of times if you're doing those, whatever you're doing here, you can do the same thing at the bottom and go on around. And that's kind of what we're doing here. I think I will add now one of my peonies.
Let's see. We had a question in the comments about where we buy most of our greenery.
Well, a lot of times I buy them mostly probably at Hobby Lobby. Online usually is what I do. However, you can, I buy them at Michael's. Pioneer Wholesale, if you can buy wholesale, Pioneer Wholesale is excellent. A good place to buy greenery. Where else? And of course, Amazon. I buy a lot from Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, a ton. I tell you, I can't. Every day, let's just put it this way. Every day this week, the FedEx guy has brought me something, some kind of greenery or flowers that I have bought from Amazon.
We do use a lot of
Yes.
greenery.
I'm just trying. This wreath is kind of difficult to get to hold.
I did the wrong one up at top, but that's okay.
Well,
We're going to go with it.
Matter.
I did the cream one up at the top.
Yeah, that's not going to matter. I just couldn't get it in there good. It's going to hang exactly where it wants to.
Guess I could take that out and swap it, but
What? There's no need.
I
It's
don't think
fine.
I'm going to. Yeah, there's a lot of really great places to get greenery, and we use a lot of it.
Yes, we really
sure.
do. Now, if you can buy wholesale, I definitely would check out Pioneer Wholesale.
Yeah.
I think you will be very happy with that. Okay, I'm going to add my penny right up under here. Those are so pretty. I'm just really happy with those.
Yeah, I think they're very pretty. I mean, I told you that we would give you our honest opinion.
Yes,
so I'm gonna give you my honest opinion.
I don't love the stems.
I don't love these stems.
Yeah, I don't
They probably
love the stems.
would be good for arrangements.
Yes.
Just sticking in some oasis.
Yeah, that
or
would
using
probably.
in a vase. But they are a little bit flimsy. Now they're pretty, and I'd probably use them again.
Yeah, I will definitely buy them again for sure.
But just know that.
But yeah, the stem is not my favorite either. Don't love it. Okay, got one more of my little ball mums. I'm gonna put this one though right up in here. So cute. Okay, so now I've got all my outside filled in. So you can kind of see the shape and see how everything's going. And so now I want to add some of my pennies. Now these stems are amazing. These are really good stems, don't you think?
Yes, I do like the stems on. I prefer the stems on those, and really they just have that outer case around it. It's the same stem.
It is.
It's just got the plastic around it. These peonies, they came in white too. Did we show them the white?
Yes, I didn't show you the white, and I'm sitting here wondering. I just put that in, and I'm wondering if I think I'm gonna use the white.
Yeah, let's use white. Why not?
I like the pink, but it just wasn't doing it for me, so I think I'm gonna do the white.
So they came in white and.
I didn't give you three, did I? There's your third.
Which
Yeah,
is,
you could get them in white or pink, and so I'm gonna change my mind there and go with the white.
White kind of pops.
I think it does, and we've got a lot of the other going on, so that's why I want to do that. I think those are so pretty though. My little buds here.
I like those. These are pretty.
They are cute. I love the little inside of those. I wish y'all could see them good because they are just so cute.
They're actually one of my favorite flowers in the whole.
Yeah, I think in the whole bunch
box.
they are. Because they just look so real or something. So pretty.
So y'all let us know what you're working on.
Yeah, I like to hear that.
We've been making some Easter wreaths lately.
Easter, spring.
Yes, and I'm glad.
Makes me ready for spring for
to
sure.
Start. Yeah, I always love it when we start on spring wreaths.
I do too.
Just makes me in the mood for spring.
It does. And this little peach one right in here. Got left. We've got all these little pieces of these hydrangeas, and I am thinking I know exactly what I want to do with those. So I'm going to put one more of these little cuties right down here. Okay, these little pieces of hydrangea, and I still have more. I keep coming up with more.
I know. There's all kinds of stuff in that little box.
Yeah,
it's a good deal.
It really is for the price. I mean, for the how many you get. I'm gonna put this penny over here on the inside. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to take these little hydrangeas and I am going to put some of these through my bow loops. Because they are perfect for that. They're so little that they really aren't good for necessarily for putting all through the wreath, but they're great for putting through the bow. And you see, to do that, I'm actually still using the grapevine. I'm not gluing this directly to my bow. I'm just keeping my stem long and then putting it, you know, moving my loops so that I can put the stem through my grapevine and then moving the loops of the bow around it. And that way, it will stay really well for you.
And it almost looks like the flowers are kind of growing out.
Yes, and that's what you
bow.
Yep, that's what you want it to look like, I think. So there we go. I'll use one more of these.
Now, I will say the stems are thin, but they're not going anywhere.
No, they're not.
I've been pulling on stuff, and I mean, they're in there good.
Mm-hmm. They really are. And I tell you the truth, too, I didn't really know what to think when I saw the little hydrangeas, but I'm actually liking these. Because they're good for, you know, doing something like this with. So that tickles me. There we go. Okay, and I'll put, here it is. Let's see. I have one. No, I've got my other white peony. I think I'll put that up there.
And now we added the extra peonies in there, but I think you could do this.
I think you wouldn't even have to.
Yeah, I think you could do the whole thing with just the box.
I do too.
In the greenery.
Yep, I do too. I'm going to take this one out and I need to pull it up a little bit. It's not quite high enough. Sometimes you just have to take them out and reposition. Okay, so that's where we are right now. So, and I still have flowers left, but I'm going to add my baby's breath. And I'm going to see about adding some of these little things that they included, the little greenery. And now this, again, this was from Amazon. So everything that we're using was from Amazon.
So these are just little plastic baby's breath that we're using here. And this we just use as a filler.
Exactly. I'm just going to kind of sprinkle this anywhere that you need. You know that you've got a hole.
Oh, Lori, we did not strip the leaves. They did not come any.
Yeah,
come
none of them
with leaves on them. Now, I'll show you just a second. The box that we got, it came with a few leaves, but they came just like this.
Just like that, like a stem with one leaf.
And a piece of greenery on one stem.
One little tiny piece of greenery.
I think that's kind of funny.
That is kind of funny. But hey, you know, you think about it. If you've got a bouquet
it would
like
be good
this and you just needed one little piece of greenery to break it up, hey, there you go.
And that's probably what they...
I imagine, yeah.
Feel like people will use it
Mostly use it for, exactly. But we're using it to make wreaths. And I just like that you can buy one box and have, you know, all the colors, because they've got a million colors.
Okay, so they had I didn't really look that much, but so they did have other color variations.
Yes. They had a beautiful one that's got purples and lavenders and just all kinds. But I wanted to try one first before I, you know, bought any more, just to see how it was going to be. Are you using your new cutters or are you still using your old ones?
I don't know. I'm using your old ones is what
Are you
I
using
think.
my
Is that,
old ones?
Are these the new ones?
No, that's the new ones.
Okay, then I guess I'm
so
using my
you've
new
gotten
ones.
used to them. Well, good. I told you you would.
I just swapped. I really was thinking that they're not my old ones.
Yeah.
I like my old ones.
I know. Yeah, we get used to something and makes it difficult
I mean, they're okay, but
to change.
I like my old broken.
I know, with a broken handle.
Old broken wire cutters. Y'all told me to get a new pair, but
and I got him. I've got her a new pair,
but I still keep going. I just like the feel of it in my hand.
Yeah, well, and my husband had to use WD-40 on them, but once he did, this one I was able to finally use this one.
Sharon, yes, and those of you who are coming in late, yes, it's a box of flowers from Amazon. So the box had all the different flowers in there. So it's pretty neat.
It is pretty
This
neat.
is the first time we're using it, so we're kind of letting you know what we think of it.
Yep, and this is how the box came, just like this, and you can see all the little flowers in it. So it was packaged very nicely. I was very pleased with that. And you all had been asking us for us to do this, something where we used only Amazon items. So we said, well, here we go. That's the perfect thing. A box that's got all the flowers in it. Except for the white panties.
Yeah, and you don't really have to use those.
No, I just decided to, but...
They are from Amazon too, though.
Yes, they are. They're still everything. We're not using
from
anything that didn't come from Amazon. So,
Susan, we just used one box for each wreath.
Yep,
just one.
And the funny thing is, I had looked at them for a while, but I had not ordered them because I kept thinking, I don't know, they're probably, first of all, I usually need a whole lot more flowers than that, and so I just didn't know what to think about it, but I'm really glad I ordered them. That's one of those things that had been in my cart a long time. Just about finished with my baby's breath. This is the last bit of it.
Did you use all of your baby spray?
I did. Yep, I did.
And we will share the link. We'll put it in the comments when we get finished. I meant to have them for you already, but
Yeah,
I was running a little behind.
Yeah, one of those times.
So I did not have them when we went live, but I will get those. Once we get finished, I will put those right up for you guys. So keep checking.
Okay, so now I'm just going to fill in with some eucalyptus. Oh, wait a minute, I could use my
we got to use our
three
little leaves they gave us.
Because these are cute.
We can't leave those out.
No. So let's see here. Put one right in this spot. one right up in here.
Yeah, and Amazon may have some more greenery. Like, I think that this is pretty. I would like a whole bush of this.
Oh, they do.
The Dusty Miller.
They do.
I guess
They've
that's
got
what
it.
that
I've
is.
seen it. Mm-hmm.
And that would be pretty.
Yeah.
Like, just a whole lot of that in here, I feel like would be pretty.
Yes, it would. I think it definitely would. Now, I didn't use my little pieces of these little things, the little eucalyptus pieces, but because I'm going to put this in. And I thought it said that these were adjustable, but I must have read it wrong because they are not adjustable. And I wish they were. But I still like the look of them.
I'm pretty picky about my greenery.
I am too, you know, but...
Oops. I am pretty picky about greenery.
And I like to be able to push things up towards the top of the stem, and I don't like it when I can't.
But it's not.
It's not, no.
I mean, it's definitely usable.
And for the cost, it's very good, I think.
But this is good to know that you can make a wreath with nothing but...
With everything from...
Nothing but Amazon.
Amazon
flowers.
finds. Everything you find on Amazon, that's right. And it's nice not to have to leave your house to do it.
Yeah, see, we live out in the country.
Yes.
For us, a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby or anything like that, it's going to take us about an hour to get anywhere.
Yes.
I mean...
Exactly.
Yeah. So, if we can order things in, that is always a plus for us.
It definitely is.
Because we don't always have the time to go...
No.
Looking through the stores.
I keep hoping one day our little town is going to get something like that, but so far we haven't.
Well, we don't even have a Chick-fil-A.
No, and I just cannot even imagine that.
So
everywhere has a Chick-fil-A.
I don't think we're going to get a Hobby Lobby.
I don't think that's going to be
soon.
anytime soon, but I got my fingers crossed. Who knows?
We have a Walmart.
We do, so we need to be thankful because
And a whole bunch of Dollar Generals.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even get over how many Dollar Generals we've got.
But even those are, 15 minutes away.
Yeah, yes, we have nothing. I keep teasing that we're going to open our own Dollar General across the street or something.
I don't need to.
Oh, I bet.
Probably.
No, it
somebody
probably
else
would be. Yeah, somebody else. Yeah. Well, no, we probably don't
We'd
need
spend
one
too much money.
I know, we don't need one that close.
I don't need any kind of store that close. This is turning out really pretty.
I think it is.
It's very romantic and
I mean, honestly,
soft. This would be like I think make a good Mother's Day wreath.
I think it would too.
Because it is very feminine and soft.
You have to look at it this way so that I can see. I think I want to take a few of my little, oops, I was bleeding there.
You're bleeding?
Yeah, I had a little, stuck myself, but it's not bad. Just a little. But I think I want to take a few of the little leaves, but I'm going to, if I can, I'm going to take them off the stem because I don't want them to stick out too much. Well, I said I was okay, but I am bleeding,
a lot.
so
Do
let me grab a paper
towel?
towel. No, I just need to grab a paper towel. Here's one.
It's a good thing we have a roll.
Yeah, we have to keep that because, you know, I tend to be a little accident prone at times, especially when I'm working on a wreath. But, yep, I am going to add some of these. Out like that.
And with the greenery, and even with the baby's breath, I mean, that's, you know, that's your preference. So you use as much
you
or as
do
little,
exactly,
you know, as you want of that. But really, the two peonies that we used extra, those were the only two flowers that were not in this bush.
Not in the thing.
And you could definitely do it without those. You know, you just move your flowers around a little bit, space them out a little bit more.
Yes, you really could.
And add a little bit more of the
something
greenery
that you absolutely need, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just adding a few of my leaves out just so you can see a few here or there. Take my little, I've got two more of my little hydrangeas, so I might as well use them. So I'm going to put one right in there.
Oh, let's see. Janet said, I've been looking around for sales and buying greenery and flowers and just got in my Grace Monroe melting skillet.
Yay!
But haven't got the nerve up yet. Hey, well, listen, go ahead and just start. That's what we tell people. Just
jump in.
Don't be afraid because, you know.
I promise you can do this.
You can. And I was telling somebody yesterday, a magazine had interviewed us yesterday, and I, you know, and they were asking about somebody who's just starting out making wreaths. And the thing that we were telling them is, you know, you just have to go for it. Nobody is going to be perfect the first time around. It may take you several tries to get it where you want it. Hey, I mean, even now, I can just be working on a wreath and, like, it just does not look like I want it to, and I will have to rip everything apart and start over. So don't be afraid
We all do that.
You know, start over if you need to. But the main thing is just go for it.
Just do it.
Just do it. I promise you, it's you'll be fine. It'll be
really will.
Easier than you think it's going to be.
Yeah, it really is, and you do. I remember the first. I mean, honestly, I've said this before, so if you've watched us a while, you know that the first ones that I made, if y'all could have seen those, oh my gosh. And I look back and I think, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that I actually thought those were good, you know. But the thing is, we all have to start somewhere. And you just jump in and you can do it.
Yep. Oh, trust me, my first ones were terrible.
Oh, they weren't terrible. They weren't the best.
You just say that because you're my mom.
Well,
let's be honest here.
They weren't what they are now, but they weren't.
You don't
terrible.
have to. You don't have to worry about hurting my feelings. They were pretty terrible.
They weren't terrible. They were good.
But
sort of.
we all have to learn.
You have to learn. Yeah.
Nobody's gonna be perfect, and we're
Hey,
not
your
perfect.
first ones were better than my first ones.
We still learn every day.
Oh, we do. Yes. So. But that's what it is. That's why we say that this is an art. It is not a craft. It is an art. Because, you do put so much of yourself into them, but you also continue to learn all the time new techniques, new things to do. And a lot of that is by trial and error. You just try things, and if you don't like it, you try something else, and before you know it, you've got what you want. Yeah. So just jump in.
Fred, is there, I know it's not Fred, but because I know you're watching the other day, you told me, but you'll have to remind me of your name on there on Facebook. But they asked, is there a rule of thumb as to how much space you leave for the C shape? I'm thinking it might be Noreen, but I'm not sure. So let me know in the comments.
Yes. Usually there's not a rule necessarily. You just want to have enough of a space so that it does not look like a hole. I can't tell you how many times I'll see a little space and it literally looks like somebody just left something out. You want it to look intentional. So as long as you've got it so that, people can see that that's what you intended to leave, then that's the main thing, I think.
And I just measured, this is a 10-inch opening, or mine is.
Yeah.
Let's see if yours is.
See, mine's.
See if hers is the same.
Yes, let's do.
10 inches.
Look at there. So there you go. And
Brenda in the comments, this is very inspiring. She says, started at 72 years old and she loves making them and now it's a passion.
There you go, Brenda. That is good.
You just got to start.
And I know what you mean about a passion because it has been since the day that I started making them. Lord, I don't even know how long now, but since that day, it has been a passion of mine. So I understand that, and it's something that never goes away. And there again is why I say it's an art and not a craft. Mm-hmm. Because it becomes a part of you, and you put a part of yourself in it.
But there you go. So all of these florals that we use today, all of the greenery, the ribbon, everything, except for the grapevine wreath, which you probably could get it there too. We just didn't think to look.
No, I just forgot about that.
From Amazon. So I will link to our Amazon shop. I'll link all of the florals that we used, all of the greenery. I really like the box. I do too. Like the box.
I like that you can get. Now here's another. Now this was just roses that I got. It's from a different company, but it came with just pink roses. But that's for another time. But I like that.
It's an addiction. Hey, it can be.
It is. It's the truth.
It can start to feel that way.
Like Amanda said, we're an hour away from anywhere to buy supplies, and my husband knows that if we go either to Montgomery or Birmingham, either direction, that where we will be stopping at one of these places because he knows to expect it because it becomes a passion and you just, that's my favorite thing to do is look for florals.
Justin knows too, and he does not like it.
No, I can't say that Reed likes it either, but he knows to bring a book.
To stop at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, he brings a book and then he sits in the car.
You know what? I don't like it when we have to stop at Academy Sports.
I know. I don't much care for that either. So it works
or
out.
Bass Pro Shop.
Or Bass Pro Shop,
so
exactly.
So you get to just come into Hobby Lobby or either sit in the car.
That's right. Oh, he'll tell me. I'll say, well, I won't be in here long. And he'll say, yes, I know. Take your time. And then he said, I've got my book. Take your time.
What took so long? What took so long?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it takes a long time.
Susan said, could you add regular floral stems to the flower heads to add stability? And I was thinking about that.
You probably could.
You probably could.
Mm-hmm.
They've got them glued on there really good.
They are. So
they're glued really well.
Yep. So I would take your hairdryer to try to, pull them out to get them loose. But yes, I think you could probably do that.
I think they're really pretty, and I would use
They
them
are.
again.
They are pretty.
You know, just let y'all know it is a thin stem. So you do have to work it in there good and make sure that it's glued really well. But
the flowers really are. And even the little cute hydrangeas. I mean, you know, they work.
And I know somebody earlier had mentioned about the glue skillet. I will put the link to where you can get our Grace Monroe home glue skillet. I think we've got a few more. Or we may have just gotten some more in.
Yeah.
But I'll put a link to that in the comments as well.
Yes, because we love it. We're so happy with it. And it works. And I'm telling you, if you've been using a glue gun, once you use this, you will never go back.
All right, guys. Well, we thank y'all so much for joining us.
Yes,
I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.